Good evening and welcome. So I'm Cindy, so grateful to be Rachel's mom, and so grateful to see you all here tonight. It means so much to us that friends and family came from near and far, and I just want to acknowledge everyone. It would take too long to go through the list of people who've contributed to this beautiful event, but thank you to everyone, especially Rachel's friends, who made both the shower and this event so very, very special. It's been an emotional day, and all I can say is thank you, thank you. We're thrilled that Rachel and Sean are together and part of our family and the wonderful Moreski family.
So I'm Les Tempkin, and I told Cindy I would just get up and make some remarks and give a toast. And she said, "You'll probably get too emotional, so you better write things down." I said, no problem, but I'll read it. I had the great pleasure of meeting Rachel about 20 years ago when I met her mom. She was leery of me at first. Very leery. She told her mom that she thought she should look closely at my hair because I had devil horns and be very leery of me. But things changed pretty quickly when her best friend, her dog Darcy, took a liking to me. So I would sit and I would listen to concerts that the two of them would give on the piano. And I think that was the beginning of us forming a bond. Over the years, I watched her grow into a fine young woman that she is today. She's always been self-motivated and independent, but it was an honor for me to contribute to her growing experience, driving, teaching her how to drive. That was interesting, carpooling and taking her to ballet lessons, but she never really taught me how to dance. And you'll probably note that later on when I get up there. I was supposed to rehearse with her, but I never did. And occasionally I'd give her some advice about her green envy business, and she really did great with that. Then came Sean, okay? So one day I was at work, and I got a call from Cindy. And she doesn't really call me at work that often, so I figured it was a panic. She said, "You won't believe this." Rachel's had a lot of, shouldn't say a lot, but she's had suitors. But she said, "This guy showed up at the door, and he had his baseball hat on, and it was straight. And he had a bucket of lobsters." And that's probably about 10 years ago, but it's been great ever since. I mean, Sean and Cindy and I really, I think, have built a relationship, and it's special. And when I watch Rachel and Sean, I see the trust that they have. And before in her vows, she talked about the job that Sean has and how he's away for a couple weeks. And I'm not skeptical at all because I see how close you guys really are, and it really is clear to everybody how trusting your relationship is, and it's going to be exceptional. So I want to wish you the best. We're going to be seeing a lot of you and hoping to get a lot of fresh fish. Okay.
Well, I just want to thank Rachel and Sean for actually trusting me to be their best man, or Sean's best man, because Rachel never trusted me when we were younger, but I think I grew on her. She became to love me and everything. Sean and I have been friends since, I have no idea, kindergarten. So we've been friends. We've been through a lot together. We've traveled the country together, even though we traveled out of state, but at different times. Actually, I'm about to cry, and I have no more words. I mean, I do, but I don't, because you guys said everything at your vows, like that I wanted to say. You know, you both are just perfect for each other, and over the past 20 years that I've known you, if it's been that long, it's like honestly, I love you guys, and I can't say enough. You guys make me so happy. And all right, I mean, I want to end it with this. May all your ups and downs be under the sheets.
Hear, hear. Thank you, Michael.
Good evening. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening as we celebrate the love between these two incredible people. Although you do know me now, my name is Erica, and my best friend Rachel and I first met at college at URI. We shared mutual friends and acquaintances, but quickly realized that we were going to become close friends. Rachel and I have shared in many chapters of each other's lives, and anyone who knows her knows just how awesome it is to call her a friend, especially a best friend. We first lived together for 2 very fun school years on Knowles Way. Whether it was coming up with motivating ways to clean our rooms, creating fake sororities, snuggling under her super warm comforter watching Project Runway, or throwing exciting theme parties, every moment was a fun one. Many nights at Knowles Way were spent dancing, making up silly games, and always laughing a ton. Speaking of dancing, many of you know that Rachel is most often the best dancer in the room. I'll never forget all the time spent dancing at parties, bars, and of course with DJ Sheridan. Other fun memories include times that Rachel and I were fortunate enough to be able to travel together. Unforgettable encounters and purchases at the Winn-Dixie in Daytona. Happy hours and booze cruises in Cabo, Oreo madness in the airport, and the time that you went on spring break to Acapulco and I didn't. I don't think I've ever missed someone so much as I missed you that week. Also, I'm not sure if you're all aware, but Rachel's birthday is in August, and her celebration often lasts the entire month. I'm so thankful to have been a part of so many epic birthday celebrations and traditions, especially involving Carl at Charlie O's. He still always asks how you are, by the way. Rachel is the type of person who knows how to turn a random Wednesday night into one filled with adventure. One of those random nights, Rachel asked me to come with her to hang out with a guy she met who invited her over. I wouldn't consider Rach to be a nervous person, but she totally was and told him she wouldn't go unless I went with her. Enter Sean. That night was so much fun. We played beer pong, we won of course, and Rachel and I left with lots to talk about. There was something different in the way she talked about Sean, and it was clear that there was a future for them. Over the years, Sean introduced Rachel to many new things. Some were almost unbelievable. I had spent many days at the beach with Rachel. We would lay out in the sun chatting away and only go in the water if it was super hot. Then one Outer Banks trip, she put on a mask and asked to go diving in the waves. I was like, who are you and what have you done with my best friend? She was getting her hair wet, she was going under the water, and she was so proud to say that Sean taught her how to do that. Unfortunately, college ended and we couldn't live together forever. Rachel went on to chase her dream of opening an eco-friendly boutique. Spending time on your embassy mahogany floor, watching you create the store of your dreams are memories I'll treasure forever. The passion you showed as you explained the story behind each item sold was so incredible to me, and seeing you fully in your element was awe-inspiring. It's probably why you won so many awards and partied in mansions all the time. I was so honored to share in your joy for those big moments, just as I am today. Rachel, you are by far the best friend a girl could ask for, the sister I never had. You are such a positive influence on my life, and I'm so grateful to have you in it. Sean, I wholeheartedly know that you're aware of just how amazing your wife is and just how lucky you are. Congratulations, guys. I love you both. I love you. Can you hear me in the back? I'm pretty loud.
Let's hear it for Sean and Rachel! Woo, woo, woo! Ow! So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cassie. I am Sean's younger sister and one of Raquel's best friends, or Rachel, as most of you know her. Being Sean's younger sister, I was always right behind him, trying to keep up, climbing trees, playing Ollie Ollie Oxenfree, and doing backflips on the trampoline. The latter when Phil wasn't looking. It happened. Since I was right there, I got to witness Sean grow up through his many stages. I'll name just a few notable ones for you today. There was very young Sean, who submitted me to torture as older brothers do best, in the form of tickling, Barbie haircutting, and stuffed animal eye melting. To name a very, very few. I bet you remember that. Sean himself was tormented by our older sister, Allie. Thank you, Allie. Someone's got my back. In the form of being dressed up as a girl. Mascara and lipstick included. I do have photo evidence of this, which will go into the highest bidder later tonight. There was 90s skateboard Sean, complete with bowl cut, metal bead choker, and baggy Janko jeans. Featuring homemade skate ramps and knee injuries. This might be the best one. Slim Shady Sean. When all the boys on the cross-country team decided it would be a great idea to bleach their hair. Picture Sean, 5'5", bleached hair, black eyebrows. Oh yeah. And then there was Sean with a driver's license. Yes. Right there. So Sean with a driver's license, this Sean was seldom seen around Tolland on the weekends. I remember writing in his 16th birthday card, Sean, mysterious as the ocean. Little did I know at the time, Sean was doing typical teenage boy things that teenage boys typically do. Like, per se, hanging out and spearfishing with the Modicas, wherever you are. Chris over here. There we go. Smoking weed with Horniak and lighting tennis balls on fire in the driveway. Woo! Or driving around doing only God knows what with Marino. But through all those classic growing stages, I had never seen a stage like the one as when Rachel showed up. The first times I hung out with Sean and Rachel, I thought to myself, what is happening? This girl is smiling, laughing, squealing, doing ballet. And Sean likes it? My mind was blown. Now, you have to understand my amazement. Up until this point, I had never seen Sean be part of such silliness and actually enjoy it. Sean, the man of few words, who you could spill your heart out to in exasperation or excitement, to which after waiting a few of the longest seconds in your life would respond with one single affirmation. Nice. Sean, the man who spent so much time thinking about how to kill fish that before Rachel came along, I wasn't even sure had any time in the day or room in his brain for thinking about women. Now, there he was, smiling like a bastard from ear to ear. And for good reason. Rachel turned out to be better than I could have ever hoped for. She is one of the most positive, thoughtful, and enthusiastic people I know. My relationship with her started out 12 years ago as fond admiration and turned into being partners in crime and dance. At some points, much to Sean's chagrin. During a period where Sean and Rachel were broken up, as happens in a 10-year-plus long courtship, Rachel said to Sean, "Okay, but I'm still hanging out with Cassie." Rachel opened up the door to Sean's heart. Never in a million years did I think I would see Sean braiding a woman's hair on the bow of the ferry to Block Island, or even holding someone's hand in public. We can thank Rachel for that. You two make a great team. Sean, you bring Rachel, although at times unwillingly, back down to earth when not all life's problems can be solved by loving fairies and mermaids. And Rachel, you infuse Sean's life with a joy and magic that I think before he met you, he didn't even know he was missing. Woo. For the record, Sean, I am and have always been so proud to be your little sister. Thank you for being an unknowingly cool role model and eventually great friend, brother, and for a time, roommate. And don't worry, I'll always tell you if you have some shit on your face. Raquel, not everyone is as lucky as us to have one of their best friends become their sister-in-laws. I am so happy for you that you found and get to marry your Prince Charming, who just happens to be my brother. I love you both so much. I cannot wait to see what you two do in the future and the loving and creative life you'll build together. Let's all raise a glass. Here's to Sean and Raquel. Woo!